Welcome to One Chemistry. Always try to do your best. Now, let us see about 100 conversion in organic chemistry. We are seeing it as episodes. This is the episode number 104. If you didn't watch previous problems, I encourage you to go and see. Here, we solve 5 problems step by step. Stay tuned. Let us see the question number 1. The starting material is the linear chain containing ketone and aldehyde. You are using the base. They ask you to find the product. The product can be 5-member ring or 6-member ring or 7-member ring. You have conjugated carbonyl there. The question is basically where the inlet is formed, whether the aldehyde side or ketone side. So from the question and product you might understand the real question is about reactivity, which is on aldehyde or ketone. And definitely ring closure occurred here. The answer is B. Let us see how. The starting middle you have linear chain containing aldehyde and ketone. When compared to aldehyde and ketone, aldehyde is more reactive because the reaction is all about nucleophilicity. In ketone, it has 2 methyl group nearby. In aldehyde, 1 methyl, 1 hydrogen nearby. So methyl is an electron donor, it reduces the positive charge. So aldehyde, it has only 1 methyl. So the positive charge is relatively higher there. So the enolate formed on the aldehyde side. So you are abstracting proton from the aldehyde. So you have anion formation. You have anion and carbonyl inside the system. So definitely the intra-aldol condensation ring closure is occur. So 5-member ring is formed. OH and hydrogen are there. Next step you are having water elimination. The reason for water elimination is stability. The conjugation creates the much more stability for the system. So conjugation drives the water elimination. You have the answer B. Here you have to learn 2 important things. One is about reactivity. Aldehyde is more reactive than ketone because of its high nucleophilicity. Second thing is intra-aldol condensation. If you have any inlet formation, other carbonyl group inside, you might think of intra-aldol condensation. Then the question number 2. The starting middle is benzene, it attached with isopropyl group. You are using oxygen and benzyl peroxide. They ask you to find the product. The products are mostly the OH position is different there. So where the OH position, whether in the ortho or para or in the side chain, which is on tertiary position or in the primary position. So from the reactant to product, the question is really about where the O2 reacts. The answer is C. Let us see how. The starting material you have benzene and you have to think of reaction possibilities. Normally if you use benzyl peroxide you have the radical formation. There are the 4 possibilities. You can abstract from the first position or second position and third and fourth. If you take it out from there you have to think of stability and the breaking of CH bond. 3-4 bonds are attached to sp2 carbon, so it's a very strong bond. You cannot break easily. But if you think of 1-2 hydrogen bond, it's a weaker one, relatively weaker one, you can break it up. So 1-2 is the only possibility. Among the 1 and 2, which one you will break? The 1 is the best possibility because it forms the tertiary radical. If you compare the radical stability, tertiary is the most stable one. So tertiary is formed, oxygen reacts. You have peroxide formation at the tertiary position. The answer is C there. Here you have to learn 2 important things. One is benzyl peroxide. Benzyl peroxide is a radical initiator. It promotes the radical formation in the system. Second thing is about bond breaking. sp2 carbon hydrogen bonds are very hard to break because of its electronegativity. So while radical formation, you have to think of breaking of CH single bond. Then the question number 3. The starting material is a fused system with trans hydrogen. Then you have alkene and methyl. You are using 9-BBN. It's an interesting reagent. Then you are using peroxide and NaOH. They ask you to find the product. The product is given in the trans decline, which is in the chair form. So you have trans hydrogen and OH. The question is really about where the OH attacks there and the position of OH, whether it is in equatorial or axial, whether it is syn or anti or cis or trans. So from the reactant to product you might guess role of BBN, what it is really about and its selectivity. The answer is A. Let us see how. The starting middle you have trans-decline architecture. So we read that to the chair form because the answers are in the chair form. Then you are using 9BBN. 9BBN is a simple borane, but the 9BBN is the bulky form. It's a bulky borane with the bridged system. It contains 3 member on either side. It is on the bridge. So it's a very bulky borane. So it always go for the less steric side. Moreover, it's just like hydroboration. Hydroboration is the anti-Markovnikov addition. The Br2 added to the second position, not in the first position. So it added an above, which is trans to CH3, and the addition of H and Br is a syn addition there. So there are the 3 different possibilities: Markovnikov rule, anti-addition, anti to CH3, and syn addition of Br2 and H. So if you get it again, you got the product A. Here you have to learn 2 important things. It is about borane. This borane is very much important because of its bulkiness. Second thing is hydroboration. It's a syn addition. Always look for the less steric side. Anti-Markovnikov rule. Anti-Markovnikov rule. Then the question number 4. The starting metal is linear system attached with 2 alcohol on either side, and you have bromine on the second position there. So you are using the strong base sodium hydride. They ask you to find the product. The product can be alkene or the cyclopropane formation or the epoxide formation, which is O above, or the cyclobutane kind of architecture with oxygen, or it is on above the plane or below the plane. So basically the question is about which OH reacts and how the ring is closed there. The answer is C. Let us see how. The starting metal you have bromine. Bromine is a good leaving group. Here which OH reacts there? The 2 OH and bromine is nearby. Here the question bromine will leave because bromine is a good leaving group, but which OH will react there? The OH near to bromine can assist the leaving of bromine, which is called ankymeric assistance or neighboring group participation. So the proton abstracted from the nearby OH, the proton is abstracted, you have O- formed there. O- assists the Br to leave, it form epoxide. It's a ring closure. The interesting thing is the mechanism is kind of SN2 reaction. So the attack is on backside, so inversion in configuration happen. Bromine below the plane means oxygen above the plane, which is answer C. Here you have to learn 2 important things. One is neighboring group participation. If you have electron rich group near the leaving group, it will assist the leaving group. Here OH assists the bromine there. Here OH assists the leaving. Next thing is SN2 attack, backside attack, which is kind of SN2 reaction. So the inversion in configuration occurred there. Br is below the plane, O is above the plane. Then the question number 5. The starting metal is 5-member system with conjugated heat-on. It has 2 O above the plane. Both O's are syn to each other. Then you are using copper reagent, which have linear chain with alkene and OSA group. Then the second step, you are adding alkene with iodine and long chain it attached with ester group. The question is really about how these new groups are interacting with the cyclopentane system, whether they interacting in the 3rd 4 position or 1-4 position or 3-4 with syn fashion or trans fashion. Bigger molecule, only the simple chemistry is asked there. From the reactant to product, you might guess where is really the reaction center. It's a 1-4 addition or 1-2 addition. The answer is A. Let us see how. The starting metal you have conjugated heat-on, you are adding copper reagent. Copper reagent is the organic nucleophile with soft character. Because copper is soft, so it creates the soft nucleophile. So definitely 1-4 addition will be there, not 1-2 addition. So it attacks on the 4th position, anion generated on the 3rd position. The attack is anti because O is on below the plane, so the alkyl group is on above the plane. So the attachment is anti to the available oxygen group, so it's above the plane. Here for simplicity I directly written the charges, but you can write it as multiple steps. Then you have negative charge. So where the iodine compound will attack, iodine compound attack on the charge, you have the product formation with new CC bond. But the attack will be on opposite side of the methyl because it is also sterically positioned there. So to avoid the steric effect, it formed below the plane, which is anti to each other. So the answer is clearly A there. Here you have to learn 2 important things. One is it is a very big molecule but simple chemistry. This is to check your mental stamina and your perseverance. Second thing is the soft nucleophile. The soft nucleophile always attack 1,4 addition, Michael addition. That's all from this episode. I hope it was easy. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestion, comment below. Stay tuned for next episode.